Good morning from Sandy Island in Carriacou. There's the Sisters out there. It's a nice place to sail through. Anchorage is filling up. Had another wonderful dinner last night at Paradise Beach that Allison owns. She is such a fantastic host. All right, today's mission, we are going to dinghy over to Paradise Beach Club, where we have a taxi waiting for us to take us to the base of that mountain peak, and we have about a 3 to 4 hour hike to hike up to the very top of that. They say it's pretty grueling because it can be a little slippery because it's rained, and it could be a little slick, and it goes up pretty high in a few places, but the views from there should be spectacular.
Okay, this is Antonio.
Peter, sorry.
That's okay.
And I'll be your guide for the day. Right, so before we leave, this is just the information book to give you a little bit of information as to what to expect when we leave to go to High Knot on the trail up and coming back down. It shows you some of the animals that you would be seeing, some of the local trees on the island also. Because there's a little bay that is down inside here. It's called Bogo's Bay. The locals will call it the Healing Beach. Bogo's Healing Beach. So this one is a tamarind tree. I will check on the one to show you. It's a little pod that has some seeds inside it, coated with a kind of tangy little tangy little covering. Most times it's sour, sometimes it's sweet. So there's two types. There's a sweet tamarind and there's a sour
Salty.
tamarind.
Okay.
People will use it on the island for cooling. So you could either use it to make tamarind balls that you consume, or you use it to drink as juice.
Okay.
So you boil the pulp, make a juice out of it, and drink it for cooling.
Okay.
It's a mango tree. Oh, there's a little green one right up there. Don't see any that look ripe at all. Now, I've seen turtles on telephone poles, and here's one right here.
That's to mark the trail.
Okay. I guess you read.
You didn't read the sign?
I guess I didn't read the signs.
You're too busy.
A little soldier crab or hermit crab.
He's kind of a little ways away from the
See?
from the sea. Yeah.
Now this one would come all the way up in on land.
He's got a mission. Look at him.
They're called zooty. If you look closely, they have like spikes coming out from them. As long as they get in your skin, they would cause a bad irritation.
But they look so pretty.
It looks very pretty, but it's very dangerous.
Well, it's funny because I was going to ask you about, we were warned of a tree not to stand under in the rain. What's that one called?
That's the manchineel tree. That's the one you'll find lower down to the beach also, but we do have a few up here. We're not too far from it. I'll show you when we do get to it. There's a big sign over also. But these ones you'll have to be very careful. Like I said, once you touch them, once it gets on your skin, it causes like a bad irritation. It itch you very badly. You could touch it with the palm of your hands and it does nothing. But as long as it gets on the skin itself, that's what causes irritation.
I'll let you show me.
Test that
I was going to say,
theory.
we were not going to test that one.
There's also, this is a female, there's also a male that is more of a red. See, like the small pups you see in there, they would grow like a green and a red pup, and it would not have the pickers on them. That one is normally used as an antidote. So once you get bitten with this one, you use the other one and rub on it.
So the male is the antidote to the female.
So
that makes sense.
Oh, Ron.
They would also use this as medication for prostrate. So they would take a leaf or two, put it to draw in water or boil it in water. Not too sure for how long, but after the boiling, the spikes and stuff would melt away. So when consuming it does nothing to the body.
Okay. Very cool.
I'm not going to test that theory either.
Yeah. He's coming out like this.
Are those orchids growing on them? Or what is...
Bromeliads. That's what they're called.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're not like parasite or anything. They're just rested to hold water. So it's like beneficial for both plants.
Mm-hmm. So the only time it's dangerous is when it's raining.
When it's raining.
Okay.
Because the tree lets go some kind of a sap that also burns the skin and causes irritation. It also grows a small fruit that looks kind of like a berry or an apple, green, sometimes yellow. It's very dangerous, not for consuming at all.
Okay.
So, but most of the time, you'll more find this tree lower down to the beach.
Okay.
To the shore areas.
Okay.
Machinelle. Okay. I was looking to see if I saw any of the little green apple-looking things.
Yeah, looking at a few on the ground.
That's what they look like.
And this one close behind, called a bolly tree.
Okay.
You see the kind of big fruit it grows? It's different from the manchineel, or the locals would call it a calabash. That is what they would use to make the shakes.
Oh,
For
yeah.
music. Or also they would use it to, they would cut it and do carving or small decorations on the shell to have as bowl.
Okay.
We would call it a gomelia tree, or locals would call it the tourist tree. Because in the dry season, when the sun hits it up too much, it will just feel a little. But this tree was used, I'm not sure if they still do, but it was used a lot for building boats and stuff like that. It produces a gum.
Yeah, you can see it.
It produces a gum, like a sap, that is very sticky. They would use it to bind boats before.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
It's a really cool looking tree. I just like
Very
all
unique,
the...
yeah.
Yeah.
This one is also famous. It's called the Gumbo Limbo Lily because we had a group of kids that we took hiking also to take pictures, and he had a way in which he took the picture. I think it was like from this angle, and it looked like a lady dancing.
Oh, I could see that.
I like those trees. Those are cool looking.
This side is all the boulders. Before it would have been something to worry about, but not now. Locals would have gone up and pushed the boulders down to cause them to rumble against each other and break. So when they meet the bottom, you have many different pieces, and they'll use it for building houses also.
Okay.
This is a cactus. And that's the pod you... Yeah.
Almost like the dragon fruit.
Yeah. Nice. Now, do you eat these?
Yes, these ones, people do eat it.
Okay. Okay, and Antonio says this is the trail we will start to get up to the peak. So I think we're kind of a little more on a goat trail here.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
How often do you make this hike?
It depends. This isn't easy. Sometimes 5 times a week.
Oh, wow. You stay in shape. Guess we're still going the right way.
We're going up.
It's called the black sage bush.
Oh, I've heard of black sage.
Normally women will use it whenever they're menstruating. It would help thin the blood so there's less blood clotting and numb the pain.
Okay.
I think we saw this in the Bahamas.
It could have been, yeah.
Pretty sure. Thank goodness she stopped to show us something. If she lets them rub on her, I'll let them rub on me.
I'm scared of all the plants now.
These ones, they're from the family of agaves also, like the aloe plants. Normally in the roots of these ones, they would grow, more towards the base, they would grow, they would blossom a little pod that would make fruits that looks like small bananas, and it is consumable. The locals will call it the Manikou bananas, but humans could eat it.
Okay.
It does taste like banana and passion fruit in one.
Okay. Oh.
And the inside does look a little bit like passion fruit with the seeds.
Neat. Good thing about being down in the trees is you're shaded. The bad thing, there's no airflow. So I'm glad we haven't been smelling it.
No, it doesn't really smell stink unless you kind of open it. It's not so much stink either. I think
Tough little buggers.
Okay. There it is. Yeah, it does smell kind of like stinky feet.
Oh, does it? Yeah, it does.
But they are consumable.
Okay.
Oh.
So we'll also make juice with them, like a little fruit punch, or you eat the pulp just so.
Okay.
This one is actually good. If you would like to try, or you want me to try it first.
I'll try. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to try. Yeah, as you bring it up to your mouth, you smell the stinky smell, but it's a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
It's good.
Let me try a little bit. Finger licking good.
It surprises you what it tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
A little powdery, but sweet.
I could see
It's
where,
even better as a juice.
yeah, I was going to say I could see where you could put it in something or whatever. And yeah, very cool.
And these ones are the Americana, the Janis Americana, or the Manikou fig. They do grow like a little fig-shaped kind of pod that only Manicous would eat. It's called a Manikou tree also because most Manicous will tend to make the nest high up in the trees.
Is a Manikou kind of like a little weasel or
An oversized rat.
oversized rat?
Opossum.
Because I was going to say, he looks a little rodenty.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a termite mound or something, a little bit.
But this is where we're going to take the first view of China, the first peak, which is 744 feet high.
Okay.
Is that the highest peak?
No, the highest peak is that direction. It's 956 feet high.
Okay.
Oh, I see a bench. We must be here.
Here we are at the first peak of China.
Wow.
So that small peak there, the smaller hill in the back, over there is the second highest hill on the island, which is known as Chapukari.
Okay, so I feel like we've climbed and climbed and we're still going here. Woo!
It only looks far, it's not far.
Oh, wow.
All right,
I'm
off
going
in
down
the
this
distance
mountain.
there is Sandy Island. That's where we're moored. You can see our boat is the furthest one this way.
I think I may sit on this bench for just a second and get a drink. She grabbed this tree, so I'm going to grab this one. I'm watching to see which ones you grab. I'm telling you, I'm just grabbing whatever you grab. Oh, yeah, there's some more of that. Oh, my goodness, there's a bunch of them. All the way around. Centipede. Look at him. Look at him go.
Now, are these centipedes bite poisonous?
No.
Okay.
There's centipedes and then there's centipede,
Okay.
which are the bigger ones. Those are the ones that are poisonous.
Okay.
This one, the local name is called gongories.
Gongaries?
Yes.
Okay. There'll be a test when we're finished, Ron.
In here, it's on the
Oh, my gosh. So they were way up here. My gosh. This is a big structure. Look, it goes, I don't know if you can see the backside of it back there. Wow.
These are where they used to stick in the
gates,
for
gate
the
poles.
gates.
Yeah. Yeah. See, they got board here and board up here, down here low, and up there where the vines are coming out. Very cool.
I cannot believe they came all the way up here to build a cattle pen.
Because normally back in the 1700s, they would use the higher altitudes for seeing when ships would come in to attack the islands and stuff like that. So they would move everything higher up so it would be more difficult to get all the way in.
Okay. Well, that definitely, you would have a lot of preparation time. Because I'm sure they would have had to kind of hack through the jungle at some point.
I'm sure.
Okay, so this one is another marshmallow tree. Can you prepare again?
Oh, yeah.
So it looks like a berry, but it's not.
It's an
good
apple,
for
isn't
consuming
it?
at all.
Yeah.
Because it causes an irritation that swells the inside of your mouth and causes blockage in the breathing.
Pretty bad stuff. Oh, there's a bigger one, yeah.
They normally get bigger than that, still way bigger.
No, wow. It's a long way from home.
And how they change the shell, they would gather together in a cluster, probably about 10 or probably more. And they would measure themselves together, starting from the smaller shell to the bigger shell. And then change shell.
Oh.
Oh my
And
gosh.
one would always be without a shell if he hasn't found a bigger empty shell somewhere close by. You have to be careful because they pinch very bad.
Ah! Come out. Now, what kind of turtle is this one?
It's called a Moroccoy, so it's just a land tortoise. And this one is a male. You'll be able to tell from the curves in the stomach. The female belly would normally be more flat to stay on the ground, and then the male would have the curve to come over the female for when they're ready to mate.
Oh my. Well, that makes it easy to tell what's what, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you're only able to tell them when they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
He's pretty though. I like the red on him.
And the shells are what tell the age of the tortoises as also. And each shell is also like a human fingerprint.
Yeah,
None
unique,
are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Each one is different.
looking at all the ridges on there, so that's really cool looking.
That is Attel's age. Whenever we see one of the plants with this kind of big bulge, it's a cancer that's in the plant also.
Okay.
Normally most of them would fight it and grow past it, so it will have the bulge and then the plant will continue, or they will just stop and
Kill it.
die.
Oh, let's see. Are you male? Oh,
Male also.
another male. Well, if you'd been a girl, I'd have told you where there's a nice guy down the road.
This tree is called the campus tree or the bloodwood tree. It's a very, very hard wood, very difficult to cut, but once it's cut, the reasons for its name, the bloodwood, it produces an ink.
Oh.
So it'll be dark red. They'll use it for dyeing clothes or making pen ink.
Oh.
Back in the old days. I like fun.
Ah.
It's man-made.
Oh, it is man-made. Okay. I have wondered, are there any natural springs on the island, or are there streams that flow all the time, or is it just
rainwater?
Just rainwater.
Well, at least there's some water up here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Now what am I looking at right there in front of me?
We have Union Island, Petit Martinique, and
Okay. see the reef out there, can't you?
Yeah.
Officially at the mouth, 6 feet.
It's the official spot that's the highest point, huh?
Here, you need to get your backpack. Put this away.
Sit down just a second, babe. Drink some water.
Oh.
I won't get this other one out. Turn around. There we go.
Yeah, from up here you can see Sandy Island. It's right out there. And our boat's the closest one to us, right there where the water turns dark to teal.
What's that?
A giraffe.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's even kind of spotted looking, isn't it?
Like a giraffe.
Yeah, like a giraffe.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I see a turtle. Yeah.
See if it's a male or female.
He's yellow. That one's yellow.
This one is female.
Ah!
It's so tiny.
Poor little girl. Only girl we've seen today. Yeah?
Yep. Hey there.
Where were you headed? You were running from the boys? Or running to the boys?
We have a climber.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow. How in the world?
Did he climb up that little spindly thing? He was determined. He reached down a lot of places I would never stick my hand.
There's a bigger one, but it went to the hole instead.
Yeah, I saw him moving, but I couldn't quite see him. Oh, I see. He's coming out now.
What's coming out?
A crab. Yep, there he is.
I have to say, Miss Antonio was just a wealth of information. She's virtually a walking encyclopedia, and she just has laser eyes,
man.
was able to pick out just the minutest of details that if we'd have just hiked this on our own, we would have just simply missed or walked past it and never even noticed it. So we can highly recommend this hike with a guide. Miss Antonio was the best. Allison Club arranged not only the taxi but our guide for the day, and this is a pretty good hike. So as you see with my backpack, I got 2 big bottles of water, and we pretty much sucked them all down. You just don't get the airflow going through the jungle and the bush like you would anywhere else. So pack accordingly and be prepared to spend 4 hours or so hiking through the jungle.
What are these called, Ron? In a bougainvillea?
Yes, the bougainvillea. The national plant of the trial.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We had a bougainvillea when we lived in Louisiana.
It was about
in our
this color.
backyard, around our swimming pool. It's real pretty.
Oh, let's see, make the bottom to fall.
We're at Sip and Paint at Paradise Beach Club. Ron's painting our logo on a piece of wood, and it will go up on this wall. These are all boat names. People have stopped in on a Wednesday for Sip and Paint and painted their boat names. Since we don't have a boat, Ron's gonna paint our logo. You notice I said Ron because it makes me nervous to do something freehand, and he's just going for it. So anyway, we'll see how it turns out.
These brushes had been heavily used, and as you see, they're not very good for detailed painting, and they kind of flatten things out. And so anyway, it was kind of tough getting this logo done the way I wanted it to, but we kind of managed at the end. But bring your own brushes. Spending a few hours at Paradise Beach Club at Sip and Paint, painting our logo. We just decided to eat dinner on the boat, and just kind of afterwards we just sat on the sugar stoops out here just relaxing, and then this seagull come up. The wind was blowing pretty good, and he was just going back and forth, back and forth. He thought Janis may have had some food for him, and she didn't, and he just kind of kept going back and forth begging for food is what we guess. And so she faked it a couple of times like she was eating something, and he just kind of kept going around, and we just kind of enjoyed him doing that. And then eventually Janis did go get a little treat or two, and then, well, when real food shows up, the rest of the flock shows up too. So anyway, we're just having a wonderful time, glad videos, and enjoying our adventure, and we'll have some more flying videos coming soon. Have a blessed day.